Lila stood by her apartment window. Her heart felt as heavy as the storm clouds. It had been months since she'd ended things with Jake. Jake had been everything to her. They met in college, shared dreams, and built a life together. But last autumn, she discovered he had lied to her about his office colleague. They had gone on a business trip and had a brief affair, a betrayal she couldn't overlook. The love they had nurtured for years seemed to have shattered. It was almost time for her therapy session. Therapy was her lifeline, a place to voice her pain and begin healing. Memories of Jake flooded her mind. They met during freshman orientation at university. Their connection had been instantaneous, growing stronger with each passing year. She entered the office and was greeted by Dr. Mitchell's warm smile. "How are you feeling today, Lila?" "I can't stop thinking about Jake," Lila confessed. "I miss him, but I'm also so angry. How do you forgive someone who broke your trust so deeply?" Forgiveness is not about excusing the wrong or forgetting the pain. It's about freeing yourself from the hold that anger and resentment have on you. It's a journey, and it starts with understanding, Dr. Mitchell counseled. After the session, Lila felt slightly lighter. She decided to take a detour through the park on her way home. The rain had stopped. As she strolled along the path, she heard the sound of laughter. Turning a corner, she saw a group of children playing near the fountain. Standing nearby was a familiar figure, Jake. Her heart skipped a beat. She hadn't seen him since the breakup. He looked different, older and more worn. He was laughing with a little girl. Lila's breath caught in her throat. She wanted to turn and leave, but her feet seemed rooted to the ground. Jake looked up and their eyes met. The smile vanished from his face, replaced by a look of surprise and regret. "Lila," he said softly, taking a tentative step toward her. "Hi, Jake," she replied, her voice trembling. "This is Emily," he said, gesturing to the little girl. "My niece." Emily gave Lila a shy smile before running off to join the other children. "Can we talk?" Jake asked. They found a bench under a large oak tree. The silence between them was heavy, laden with unspoken words and unresolved feelings. "I'm so sorry, Lila. I know I messed up and I'll regret it for the rest of my life." She looked at him, searching his eyes for sincerity. "Why did you lie to me, Jake? We promised each other honesty." "I was scared, Lila. Scared of losing you. When I made that mistake, I thought if I hid it, it will go away. But I was wrong. I betrayed your trust and I'm so sorry." Lila felt tears welling up. "It's not just about the lie, Jake. It's about the trust that was broken. I don't know if I can ever get that back." "I understand. And I know it will take time. But if there's even a small chance that we can rebuild what we had, I'm willing to do whatever it takes," Jake said. She found herself thinking about Jake more often, replaying their conversation in the park. Could she find it in her heart to forgive him? She decided to take things one step at a time. Forgiveness, Dr. Mitchell had said, was a journey, and it was a journey she needed to undertake for her own peace of mind. She started by writing a letter to Jake, pouring out all her feelings, the hurt, the anger, and the love that still lingered. She didn't send it. Instead, she kept it as a reminder of her progress. Lila and Jake slowly began to rebuild their friendship. They started meeting for coffee, sharing stories about their lives and slowly mending the trust that had been shattered. One afternoon, they sat at their favorite cafe. "I've been doing a lot of thinking," she began, "about us, about everything that happened, and I realize that holding on to the pain is only hurting me." Jake's eyes filled with tears. "Lila, I can't tell you how much that means to me. I promise I'll never take your trust for granted again." She smiled, feeling a weight lift. She didn't know what the future held, but for the first time in a long while she felt hopeful. If forgiving can lift this heavy burden off, then let's see what life will bring. Look to the future, and don't hold on to the hurt of the past.